Hello, this is Joanne from A Perilous Fight. I I'm putting a request out there for anybody that has the guts to tell their story. Um, I know being from Canada, I had a really tough upbringing, and I know a lot of other people had. Just on the street that I lived, it was Walkley Street in NDG, and there was kids getting beat, sexually abused, women getting beat. There was all kinds of stuff going on, and nothing was being done about it. And I believe that there's probably the same thing going on today. So I want to try to do something to change that. And I hope that you come forward with your story. And if you want to send me an email, if you want to, you can Skype and we can just put it out there for other people to share their story and to share. Um, Maybe they had a dream that didn't become actualized, and so maybe we can help them change to have another dream, and maybe they can still find they're happy, having survived all of that um, criminal behavior that was uh, that was coming our way. Um, I do want to go back to the old neighborhood one day, Walkley Street, and I want to bring some books and bring some advice, bring some hope, bring some people, bring some money, bring some grocery gift cards, food, and tell them to get the hell out of there as fast as they can. You know, parents, you have to realize when you live in the hood, a couple of things going on. When you live in the hood, you know, your kids are humiliated to say this. They get mocked at school, and there's really no need for it. You know, sometimes it's just sheer laziness, and you're not doing the work, especially given this day and age. This is the day of the time of information. There's so much information and help available through churches, St. Vincent de Paul, calling 311 or 211, Salvation Army. There's help out there. You just gotta do it because it's not. Do it for the kids, and you don't want to be crying to tears they got killed if it's a high crime area. You know, and they shouldn't have to live all those years and humiliated where they live. Just you can move to a decent area. You know, just it could be just 15-minute drive away. It makes all the difference. But if they're always depressed, maybe they need to live in a sunny place. You know, denial doesn't deal with things and things get better. Just dealing with it. But you know, as far as the people on Walkley, I remember where I came from. Both my parents worked and we had furniture, but people would come over, or in school they would say, "Oh, you live on Walkley?" I was so humiliated. And they'd be like, "Do you have any furniture in your house?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah." It was just horrible. And then on Walkley, I was known as a rich kid because both my parents are, you know, not rich, but like I used to get, you know, uh, Darlene used to like just bully me. She scared the hell out of me until I stood up for her one day. She used to, you know, I tried to forgive her and stuff, but she hasn't changed much. But some people don't. Like, then I told her, don't contact me anymore. I don't want you to contact me. I have nothing to say to you. Saying something about I don't have junk in my trunk or something. You could serve tea on my ass, and that's never gonna change. Okay, so let's just say that. I've put on weight. You could still serve tea on my ass. If anything in our family, my kids and me, it's we have nice butts. God blessed us with nice butts. Period. But moving on. Um, I want to go back there one day with um, with messages of hope, with to be an inspiration, and I want other people to go back there, and um, and we as a people have to get on these. We're the adults now. We're not those kids that are subjected to the, uh, you know, the judges and the police that don't want to take action because they're like robots. They don't use the common sense that God gave them, and they allow themselves to be brainwashed by politicians and judges. You know, uh, now we're the adults, so now it's time for us to start inflicting some trouble in their lives, so that they and I'm not a violent person, just so it's said. Sometimes they're gonna wish I was violent, because when I finish inflicting trouble, they're gonna have to answer so many questions. They're gonna have to so so many show so many numbers on, you know, where all the tax dollars are going and stuff. That they're gonna say, man, I wish you would just beat the hell out of me because this is brutal. You know, so I really, really hope that you know the adults start um, just getting it done, sharing the stories. So if you have a story to share, because there's people going through it right now, and they can connect with you, they can relate to you, and you can give them hope, and you can help, and that's how you can help God's children. That's how you can be important, you know, in the effort to make this world. We do a little bit at a time, right? We do our part, just a little bit at a time. And if you have free time and you're bored, get out there, and you don't have to look far to find something that needs, you know, some light on it. You know, what's done in darkness, God will shine a light on, and It's like the light is there, but nobody wants to do anything about it. We know that kids are getting beat and molested at home. We know that women are getting beat. We have to help them. We know that there's some men that are just physically worked to the bone, and they're just exhausted, and they're turning to booze and drugs. It's not the answer. Excuse me. There's help out there. Use it. You can start a non-profit. You can start a food bank in your area. You can help uh, give shelter to pets. You can foster them, and people will donate money for that, as long as it's you're you're disclosing, and you're transparent on what you're doing. People understand that nonprofits have um, bills to pay, gas, vehicles, expenses to pay. The people that are working at the nonprofits, they have bills to pay. Just be transparent. Just do the right thing. When you earn some money, then you can put some of it away, and you go get some undervalued real estate. Buy yourself a place in the sun. Head out there. Dream the dream. You know, we're gonna have this foundation. It's just gonna happen. I can't do it alone though. But we're gonna have music and food and dance and slow dancing, and we're gonna have floor hockey, and we're gonna have friends and loved ones and new friendships, and you know, and we're gonna watch out for the devil's disciples, I call them. They look like people, but if you go right to the intention, you just watch for their behaviors. And a lot of times their past dictates what their future behavior is going to be when they're mad. Who are you when you're mad? I'm a yeller. If I get hurt, I'm a name caller too. You know, and I respond. I used to think that I was in animal form. I said, if I was an animal, who would I be? I don't know. I just really pondered this for a while. I thought it would be like a lioness, you know. What a lioness does when she doesn't get her attention, she does things, and I just don't really like that. She'll kind of trick the other ones when they're after her cubs and stuff, and I'm just kind of, I'm not like that. I'm more like a Bengal tiger. Like you know, she still has stuff to do, Bengal Tiger, and she's if you come after her, she's gonna respond, and God help you, because you're gonna need it. If she gets a hold of you, you know. And I'm not violent, but I have enough knowledge that you out there would wish that I was violent. So, I think that's it for now.